on SoapNet.
Jessica.
Hi, what are you doing here?
You were gone when I got home this morning.
Yeah, well, I had to file a story.
You okay?
I called you at work last night before I went to sleep, and, well, the desk sergeant said that you were off duty. So where were you?
What was so important last night that you canceled our date?
Work? What else?
There we go. And I brought 2 forks, just in case. Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay, you can't let me eat this all by myself.
I brought cheesecake by your office after Capricorn closed last night. You weren't there. You weren't home either, so, where were you?
I'm gonna drive you to the hospital. I'm gonna wait for you there. I'm gonna drive you back.
No, thank you. You do not need to volunteer. I can get myself there and back.
I know you can. But you shouldn't. You've been pumping your veins full of dye and...
It is a routine angiogram, Todd. I'll be fine. Honestly, the worst part about this whole thing is the fact that I haven't been able to eat anything since last night. The only thing in my stomach is 6 different kinds of pills.
No food?
Oh, please, don't use the F word. Oh. Ooh. Okay, so talk to me. Just not about food.
Blair and the kids went to Bermuda on their bonding trip.
Well, that's nice. And you miss them, don't you?
Yeah, I miss them. I was thinking maybe I'd fly down and surprise them.
Todd?
Oh. No, you're right. That would be stalking. I don't stalk.
No.
I'm gonna stalk you, though.
Well, that's excellent. This is really good, you know. You're giving Blair the space to figure things out, and you know what? It seems to be working.
Well, she's talking to me. Just have to wait, man. So funny.
Well, I've never known you to wait for anything. You're usually off in a corner somewhere, cooking up a master plan.
I have to wait this time. I promised Dorian I'd stay away from Blair.
What? Why on earth would you do that?
Kelly! What's the matter? If Kevin asks where I was today, I need you to tell him that I was with you.
Why?
Just do it, please.
Honey, if you want me to lie for you, I have to know what I'm covering up. Who are you really with?
Paul.
Okay. Look, I'm telling you, you cannot trust that guy. Has he gotten you in some sort of trouble? Kelly! Well, I'm not going to help you unless you tell me what you've gotten yourself into.
Yeah, I got the package. Thanks. I'll call you if I need anything else. All right. All right, Paul Kramer. Let's see what you've been up to. Exactly how it involves Kelly.
Kidnapper upped the ransom, and Dorian came through, but not till I promised to stop trying to get Blair back.
Why didn't you come to me for the money?
Oh. You weren't even supposed to know about the kidnapping. Plus, you would have made me go to the cops. Star's fine, that's all that matters.
Well, you certainly don't intend to keep that promise, do you? Hmm?
Ah, Vicky Lord Davidson saying I should break my promise? What kind of pills have you taken?
Dorian is famous for interfering in other people's lives. I cannot believe that you, of all people, would go along with that.
I have to. She made me swear on the life of Star and Jack to stay away from Blair.
Oh, my goodness.
If she made you promise that, wouldn't you keep it?
I was working.
Well, then how come the sergeant said that you were off duty?
Organizational versus Media Communications Theory by Riley Colson. Is that all you have?
Yes, it's boring.
Come on, let's go play Frisbee in the quad. It's bored just outside.
I wish I could, but this paper is a third of my grade, and if I don't pass 2 classes, I don't have enough credits to graduate.
Can I help?
You can write it for me if you want.
You're kidding, right?
Look, I don't mean to interrogate you. I just, you know, you've just been pulling so many all-nighters lately, and usually you tell me something about the case that you're working on.
What, honey, you don't trust me?
Yeah, I trust you. I just have to wonder what your reasoning is for heading up to Walling Heights last night.
You followed me?
I don't owe you an explanation, but if you must know, I'm handling a class action suit. I've been interviewing the witnesses at their jobs, and they work nights. That means 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Are you satisfied?
For now.
In the future, I can just have my assistant fax you a copy of my schedule, unless you would rather just install a tracking device on my shoulder.
Tempting. But I like your shoulders just the way they are. But Van, why are you being so sensitive about this? Okay, listen, I don't like the idea of a woman, any woman, let alone my woman, walking these streets alone at night. Sue me.
I'm quite capable of taking care of myself.
No doubt. But you shouldn't have to. I mean, let me help. I mean, something could happen, and I would feel a lot better if I knew where you were, or at least when you expected to be home.
Well, that's sweet.
If you play your cards right, you could come home to me every night.
What? What are you saying?
Move in with me?
Just coffee, Carlota. Unless you got one of those ostrich burgers I've been hearing about.
All out.
You know, it's really been heartwarming seeing Dorian and Adriana getting close.
Yes?
Yeah. It's kind of sad, though. Adriana's been asking so many questions about her dad, you know, after she found out about his death.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really upsetting Dorian. I guess it's understandable. I mean, she loved him after all, at least at one time. She had a kid with him. She didn't like to talk about it. Oh, easy there. That's enough. That's one full cup should do it. I thought maybe you could talk to Adriana.
Me?
Well, yeah. You went to the funeral. You must have had a very special place in your heart for Manuel Santos.
God, you're beautiful.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. My head is killing me.
So what's Paul up to?
Oh, nothing. Please just stop.
I am so angry that we generously welcomed him into our family.
Well, Kevin doesn't want me to spend time with him either.
Yeah, well, for once, Kevin and I agree.
Look, all I did is I went a long way to see him, and that's it. Just help me out, please. If Kevin found out, he would be upset, and things are going really well with us right now. We're a family, and I don't want to ruin that.
You're scared. Something's wrong. I can tell.
No, I'm fine.
I don't believe you. And much as I dislike Kevin.
Dislike him? My God, you can't stand him. Look, please, just don't say anything to him.
About what?
Don't you ring?
What are you doing here?
I was just dropping off some documents David wanted me to sign, magazine stuff. I was hoping you'd be here.
Well, here I am.
Yeah, your phone's been off all day. Where you been?
I followed you for a little while, and then I realized I was being ridiculous, and I turned around and I went home.
Jessica.
I know. I'm sorry. I know that you wouldn't lie to me.
Well, that should be the least of your concern. Haven't you learned your lesson yet? You could have been caught in the middle of something really dangerous, honey.
I know. Is the assignment risky?
I'm doing my job. That's all I can say on that.
Well, it's just because I love you.
I love you too. Listen, Jamie's babysitter, she has to leave early this evening. I was wondering maybe...
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm doing an episode of Bridge the Gap, and, what about your mom?
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll see you at home.
I'm working tonight.
Again? Be careful. Yeah, bye. Excuse me. Hello.
It's Antonio.
I'm in a meeting. Is everything all right?
Not exactly. Listen, I know this case is confidential, but I don't like having to keep things from Jessica.
I understand, but that's not negotiable.
Fine. I'll sit tight on this one, but I won't be taking on any more cases.
We'll talk about this later. I will call you back.
Business?
Yes. What else? You're not having any to eat.
Flan? No, I'd rather have an answer to my question. Will you move in with me?
Archie, we've never discussed anything like this before.
That's because this is the beginning of a discussion like this. It makes sense.
Do you really think we're ready for a commitment like that?
I wouldn't have asked if I didn't think so. Obviously, your answer is no.
I don't think I'm ready. Not yet.
Then maybe we should take a step back.
What is it about Manuel Santi that makes women all aflutter?
I dropped a coffee pot. Don't read anything into it.
Whenever I mention El Toro to Dorian, she can't hold on to anything either.
Look, when I was in Mendora with Dorian, yeah, Manuel was there. He didn't talk to me. I was the maid.
And yet you went all the way to Puerto Rico to attend his burial. Are you one of those funeral junkies?
Look, I went to support Dorian. Look, Manuel, he was cruel. He was vicious. He only cared about was money and power, and he'd kill anyone who tried to take them away from him.
But what did you know? You never spoke to him. You were just the maid.
Oh, come on. Everybody knew. The man was the head of a crime family, a drug cartel. You don't understand anything about these kinds of people. He was in the paper all the time.
The paper. Of course. Muchas gracias, Carlota.
Maybe we should go see a movie or something.
Yeah, if you want to be caught inside on a day like this. You okay?
Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, when we're together like this and you kiss me like that, I want to do more. I forget all about waiting, and I feel ready.
Now, look, I love you. And I know that when we do, it's just going to make things better. So I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do right now, you know?
I love you so much.
I love you too. But if we're going to do this, if we're going to, you know, wait, you got to put some clothes on.
I got up early and I decided to
Go shopping with me. Retail therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What'd you buy? I know you didn't come home empty-handed. Come on.
Girly stuff.
Yeah. So why did you want to get a hold of me?
Oh, I just got a file from my people about Paul.
Your people?
You're having him investigated?
Well, not formally. Just had some newspaper contacts snoop around. Look, I know he's your brother, but I think he's hiding something.
to be all or nothing, RJ. I care about you. I'm just not ready to give up.
What? Give up what?
Why can't we just keep going the way things are? You're the one that set this up. We see each other as much as we can, but we still have our independence.
Independent people can share an apartment.
What's the rush? Why now?
Moving in together says that we're exclusive.
We are.
Who would know? Who would know? I mean, you stay out all night. Most nights you take cryptic phone calls.
You practically live in a jazz club filled with beautiful women, not to mention this connection you seem to have with Nora and Lindsay.
Lindsay, friends.
This is ridiculous. I wouldn't have time for another man if I wanted one.
There is always time. But don't let me cramp your style, stand in the way. No, please, I'm out.
I'm out. No, I'm out. Check.
She just fell asleep.
Sweetheart?
Are you waking up? You should have seen her this morning. She got into Jessica's jewelry box. Next thing you know, she was covered in bracelets, beads.
You know you just got lucky. I mean, she could have swallowed something. You've got to be more careful.
Oh, mi Jesús. Oh, mi Jesús. Te amo, Señor. Te doy toda la gloria, toda la honra para ti, Señor. Perdona nuestros pecados, Señor. Y en el nombre de Jesús, perdona a Manny.
Who's Manny?
Sneak up on me like that?
Who's Manny?
He's the husband of a friend of mine at church. He's very ill. We're all praying for him.
Jessica wrote a series of articles about cheating on campus for the Banner Sun.
That's right. I took a survey, and as it turns out, 70% of the kids that I'd questioned had cheated before. And we're not talking about, you know, lazy kids looking for a free ride. We're talking about people with straight A's.
Well, maybe that's how they got the straight A's.
What about students who don't cheat?
Survival of the fittest? It's not like the real world's honest. You listen to the news.
What do you think, Ian?
Cheating is cheating. I don't care if it's the president.
Well, how do you think you got to be president? I mean, the problem is after you graduate, nobody cares what you know. First thing they look at is your grades. They don't care why you flunked, what's going on in your life, whether the professor is lousy. It's on your record. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you can attach a note to your transcript saying, oh, my mom slept with my ex, so I flunked art history. And your transcript doesn't say I got an A, but I cheated. It just says I got an A.
Listen, I'm the first in my family to go to college, and I'm on scholarship. And it's a lot of pressure, but I don't think I could live with myself if I cheated.
Trust me, you could.
It's not like everybody who cheats is a bad person. Sometimes you just get in over your head.
And it's pretty easy to buy papers over the web.
Try the student union.
There's always someone around to offer it to you, like a drug.
Dorian does not have the power to curse anyone.
I can't take any chances. Things are going good.
Todd, what matters is you and Blair and how Blair feels. If she wants you back in her life...
Yes, if she wants me back, she comes after me. I'm keeping my word.
What is this, a loophole in Dorian's curse?
Vicky, please, don't laugh at me. Just go with me on this, okay? If something happened to Star and Jack...
Nothing is going to happen to them.
Why am I talking to you about this?
You know, you're making me crazy. You really are. Life is short, and if you and Blair have a chance to be happy together, then you have to go for it.
Hey, Mo. Todd. Hey, Kev. I'll see you later, sis. And call me if you need a ride from the airport. No, I'll see you.
Nice that you two are being civil, at least.
Well, he stopped bashing the company in the paper for the time being. I'm sure it won't last long.
Kevin, please. Please.
You know what? I keep finding him with Kelly, whispering in corners.
Oh, come on. Kelly doesn't even like Todd.
Well, that's what's so weird about it. I mean, at first I thought he was just trying to seduce her because of what happened with Blair, but...
No, that's not how Todd operates. Besides, Kelly is devoted to you.
Well, she's hiding something, okay? And he's involved in it. I'm not gonna let her get hurt.
Manning.
Hi. Oh, God, I need to see you. It's an emergency.
According to university policy, if a student is caught cheating, he or she is automatically expelled.
Wow, that's harsh. A criminal doesn't get life in prison for his first offense.
That depends.
Well, she's right. I mean, the first time you get caught cheating, you should fail the course. The second time, maybe, get kicked out.
Well, the person who should get punished is the person selling the papers.
Yeah, they really are like drug dealers in a way, right?
It's too easy to score the way it is now.
Score. Very funny.
It's a good point, though. I mean, we need to find a way to stop these people from selling the papers illegally. These kids, a lot of them who are buying them, they're just desperate. They just want to get a good grade. It's wrong.
Yeah, but if more people sold, that would bring down the prices.
Well, that's all we have for today. And for the last time this semester, this is Marcy Walsh signing off for Bridge the Gap. Thanks, guys. That was great. Thanks for coming. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye. 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 You guys were great.
No, you were great.
Give a copy to my mom?
Yes. I really miss her around here. We need her.
Kelly is not going to keep anything important from you.
Unless it involves Todd.
Oh, Kevin, stop. I hate the fact that this battle might continue even after I'm gone.
Okay. I'll do my best to stop.
Well, I guess my heart condition has its upside. Oh, honey, come on, lighten up. If I can't laugh, I'm liable to lose it completely.
But you can't joke about being gone.
Oh, Kevin.
Is Natalie around?
Natalie? No. Why?
I was just curious.
No, you're not. Honey, would you please treat me like your mother? Please?
All right. Jeez. She's been spending a lot of time with Paul Kramer, and I just have some information I thought she should know.
Oh? What kind of information?
Well, let's just put it this way. I don't think he's the type of guy I want my sister hanging out with.
Am I interrupting anything?
No, I was just about to leave, actually. I'll call you later.
Okay. Kevin. Don't worry so much. Dory, how dare you use Star and Jack's lives as leverage to keep Todd away from Blair?
I beg your pardon?
You took what he cherishes most on this earth and used it for blackmail? When are you going to stop playing God with other people's lives?
I am protecting Blair. I happen to love my family every bit as much as you love yours.
Your family and your long-lost daughter that you love so much. For heaven's sakes, that poor child thinks she's found her mother. And she's nothing to you but a means to an end. She's a paycheck.
Adriana is my daughter.
Oh, Dorian, that's such nonsense.
Her father was a dangerous man, a very evil man. Giving her up was the only way that I could keep her safe. I have lived with that loss for 16 long years until I simply couldn't bear it anymore.
Until you were standing to lose $30 million.
I'd give away every penny of that money if I could have those years back. But her father would have corrupted her. He would have destroyed her. His enemies might even have killed her if I had not sent her away.
Are you serious?
Yes.
She really is your daughter?
Vicky, she is my daughter. And if I had it all to do over again, I'd do exactly the same thing.
Hey, Adriana, what does Que Sucadillo al Dinero mean?
What happened to the money?
What money?
That's what it means, David.
Oh.
Why do you want to know?
Oh, just translating some Spanish rap lyrics. I gotta go. What happened to the money, indeed?
Better have a good reason for dragging me here.
Kevin insists on investigating Paul.
What's
if he
up with
finds
him,
out that Ace
Kelly?
is not our son,
He's gonna ruin everything.
what are we gonna do?
You're gonna relax. You're not making things any better, okay?
Kevin can't find out about this. I'll lose him. I'll lose my son. I could go
I'm
to
not
jail.
gonna let that happen.
Then fix it. You're in this too. You paid off that farmer who said he helped me with my delivery.
Look at me. Blair doesn't find out about that, you hear me?
Then help me.
What do you need?
Get rid of Paul.
Ooh. This is garbage. Forget it.
I'm gonna buy lattes to celebrate your first season.
Dr. Long, what are you doing on campus?
Oh, I just gave a lecture to some pre-med students.
Right.
How's Dr. McBain?
Oh, he's fine. He's staying with us until he's back on his feet again.
Oh, I'm glad. And I'm glad we cleared up our little misunderstanding.
Yeah, me too.
Ladies?
Does Michael still think he's up to something?
Yes, but he's letting John handle it. Listen, I'm gonna go call him right now. I'll be back.
You made some really good points before.
Thanks. That really means a lot coming from you.
Listen, RJ, I appreciate you taking her on such short notice. Something came up.
Where's your girlfriend?
She's busy. Listen, I left Jamie's bag in the car. I'll be right back, okay?
There's my sweetheart.
You know, I could use some espresso.
Sure. You know, I heard you arguing with Evangeline.
You heard?
I just hope that everything's all right between you because, well, Jamie adores her and Antonio,
What about him?
well, he's fond of her too. Evangeline takes a real interest in my son. Talking to him privately, they seem to have become real good friends.
Well, Michael listened to the entire show. He loved it, but now he has to study pediatrics all night.
And Antonio has to work as well.
Yeah, Riley, he looks like he's gonna be working on that paper all night.
Not that you two are anything more than friends, right? What?
So what would you guys say to, girls' night out?
Oh my God, I've never had a girls' night out. I would love it.
Yeah, there's this great place. It's kind of funky, fun. It's called Hookup. Let's try it.
Great, okay, ladies, the hookup it is.
I just got a location for the stakeout. It's at a club called The Hookup, and it's out on 27 North, but I'm gonna call you later with the time, okay? Take care.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ran out like that before.
Why'd you come back?
Because of how I feel about you. I care about you so much, RJ. But we just started to get to know each other, and I don't think we're ready for this whole move-in thing.
You made that very clear.
I will not move in with you. But if you're willing, I would love to start spending a whole lot more nights together.
I would like that very much.
Me too. May I?
Sure.
You know what? I'll take her and I'll change her. How about that? Come on, Jane.
I'll be right here.
Okay. Hi, sweetie. Let's go.
So what has changed? I mean, where is Adriana's father now?
Vicky, I can't discuss him with you.
Why not? I mean, she's here with you. You can't lie to the child forever.
Would you stop? You don't know what you're talking about.
Dorian, for heaven's sakes, this is your daughter. When are all these secrets and lies going to end?
Would you stop right there? How dare you use that sanctimonious, holier-than-thou tone with me? Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what you think.
Thank you.
For what?
For the first time in ages, I feel like myself. Everybody walks on eggshells around me. But not you.
Glad to have been of assistance. So, how are you?
That's an interesting question, and I think you probably know better than I do how I am. Look, I have a traveling pharmacy. Aspirin, diuretic, ACE inhibitors, I don't know what that is. Not a one of them is working. I am not responding as my cardiologist had hoped, so I'm going for an angiogram this afternoon.
At least then we'll know what we're dealing with.
You're pretty brave, you know, going up against me right now. I could keel over at any moment.
Don't worry, I'd bring you back. Just to make sure I won the argument. I have to go. Goodbye.
Dorian?
Yes, Vicky?
If I die, who will keep you honest?
I'm impressed, Kelly. Kidnapping to murder in record time.
I don't want him dead. I just want him out of my life.
That's not so easy.
He likes money. Pay him some money.
What's his price?
No, probably a lot. Look, Kevin cannot find out that Paul was with me when I miscarried. He cannot find out.
I understand. Get a grip. I will think of something.
What are you doing with my wife?
Kevin.
Listen, I want to know once and for all what the hell's up to. I mean...
Kevin, please, come on now. Come on.
I wonder about my father all the time. You know, what he looked like, if I look like him, if I think like him. He's a part of me, whether Dorian wants to admit it or not. And if I never know anything about him, then I'll never really know myself. All I want is the truth, you know?
Okay. I'm gonna help you find out, then.
What are you doing out here?
I'm reading a very edifying article on your old husband, El Toro Santi. You better not be the one who nicknamed him the Bull. It says, and I translate, Interpol is very interested in the whereabouts of 100 million ducks in unrecovered funds. Wait, that might be $100 million.
100 million.
Did you know about that?
I had no idea.
Hi. Listen, I'm not calling to check up on you. I'm just calling to say I love you.
I love you too. Listen, honey, that's my other line. I'm gonna have to call you back, okay?
You bet.
All right.
Stay out of my house and get the hell away from my wife.
Come on now. Baby's upstairs. He's asleep.
All right. What the hell is that? Huh?
It's Blair. It's Blair. Todd seems to think I'm his confidant.
Really?
Yes, he's using this whole kidnapping with Star to try and get Blair back.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll make sure that he knows that he can't come to me for information, okay? Okay. I'm gonna go check on the baby.
All right, Paul. See what kind of deal you got going with Todd Manning.
You need to control your husband.
I will. You see how he is? He's not gonna give up. He's gonna find out what Paul did.
I will take care of your brother. We covered our tracks. He's not gonna find out about anything.
Yeah, it's Kevin Buchanan again. Listen, according to your file, Kramer was involved in a helicopter crash on March 23rd. You ran an article in your paper. Yeah, listen, I want you to check the Pine Valley papers. I need more details. All right, thanks. I want to know everything that Paul Kramer did that day.
Stay tuned for scenes from the net.
What do you want?
Gotta let things up in the air.
One of those people lost their newborn baby in that accident, the same day that we had our baby.
You're gonna give me a play-by-play, starting with how you convinced Bianca Montgomery that her baby was dead.
Save your Sunday nights for Salem. Watch this week's Days episode starting tonight at 7, only on SoapNet.